Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAHAHAQUADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This lesson is going to be entitled, Are We Thankful Enough to the Lord? And I just did a whole 30-something minute lesson on this, but, Satan had it where it was muted. So, Lord willing, this comes out proper. I'm going to do this again. Now, the reason I'm asking this question is because, we get a lot from the Lord. I mean, the Lord sustains us daily, it's of the Lord's mercy that we're not destroyed. We're not on the street eating out of garbage cans, whatever the case may be. In the situation that you're in, where you're at and where you were, and how the Lord delivered you from different situations. And sometimes we forget that, we forget that and start to wallow in the tribulation when we need to really embrace the tribulation, to be honest, but easier said than done. So the scriptures always speaks about being thankful and being grateful, because the Israelites were not grateful nor thankful in the wilderness. And that's what got the Lord pissed off and had him to destroy and consume some of them. All right. This is Wisdom of Solomon 16 verse, I'll start at verse 27. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 28. 26, it says, that thy children, O Lord, whom thou lovest, might know that it is not the growing of fruits that nourisheth man, but that it is thy word which preserveth them that put their trust in thee. Right? So you follow the commandments, you follow the instructions, and you will be preserved. Right? And the Lord has been preserving us. It says, for that which was not destroyed of the fire, being warmed with a little sunbeam, soon melted away, that it might be known that we must prevent the sun to give thee thanks, and at the dayspring pray unto thee. For the hope of the unthankful shall melt away, as the winter's hoar frost, and shall run away as unprofitable water. So the hope of the unthankful is going to melt away. Okay? The Lord is not dealing with unthankfulness. He's not dealing with ungratefulness, right? You could even think, if you try to help somebody and they're not thankful for it, you can see they're not thankful. They're just entitled. You're like, I'm not helping this clown no more, right? You get that spirit, that feeling as a man, how much more the Heavenly Father, right? And that spirit comes upon men, right? Because what? Because it is flesh, So that's not a good spirit to be in. Let's go to, I wanted to go to Luke, but I'm going to go to how I did it in the previous lesson. I'm going to go to Psalms 100 first. Let's go to Psalms 100. This is Psalms 100, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, make a joyful noise unto Yahawah, all ye lands. Serve Yahawah with gladness, right? Come before his presence with singing, not in that Igor spirit, okay? Know ye that Yahawah, he is the Most High. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, right? And into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. So we got to be thankful for the things which we have. Okay, we have to be thankful for how the Lord has sustained us and got us to this point, right? Because it was all through him. It could all went the opposite way. We've seen many examples of things going the opposite way, right? They might be doing the exact same thing that you're doing, that we're doing, but things went downhill for them. Okay. Some of these people were touched from, they were abused from children, right? In ways that destroyed their spirit, right? But the Lord kept you from that. There's all kind of predators out here, man. The Lord kept you from that and brought you up. You know, it may not have been perfect. I'm not saying your peoples were perfect, but hey, trust me, things could have went left, right? Things could have got real bad, right? So I want to go into this example that I went into, dealing with this situation when YAHAWASHI healed some people, and only one of them was thankful. The rest of them didn't even show gratefulness, man. Right? This is Luke 17 in verse 11. It says, "And it came to pass, as he went to Jerusalem, that he passed through the midst of Samaria and Galilee. And as he entered into a certain village, there met him 10 men that were lepers, which stood afar off. And they lifted up their voices and said, Yahawashi, Master, have mercy on us." Right? Remember, there was 10 of them, right? And being a leper, that's a major curse. That's a major curse, right? Especially back then, we knew that was a curse, you know? And people treated you as if you had a curse, you know? It said, "And when he saw them, he said unto them, Go shew yourselves unto the priests. And it came to pass that as they went, they were cleansed. And one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, and with a loud voice glorified the Most High." Only one of them, right? "And fell down on his face at his feet, giving thanks. And he was a Samaritan. And Yahawashi answering said, Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? There are not found that return to give glory to the Most High, save this stranger." And this doesn't mean that this stranger is a heathen, because he was an Israelite, right? Which, just like the other 9, but the other 9 might have grew up in the customs of Israel, and he might have been the only one that didn't grow up in the customs of Israel. That's why he's being called a stranger, right? And that's to show you, it's not about you growing up in the customs. It's about, what kind of spirit are you coming in? What kind of faith do you have? What kind of spirit are you coming in? And that's why eventually it was extended onto Cornelius, right? It says, this is the word for stranger in the Greek. It says allogenes, and it says stranger, sprung from another tribe, a foreigner, alien, which it doesn't mean that it was necessarily a heathen, okay? Because this was an Israelite, right? Because Israelites were also known as strangers and heathens, which you could even go to the Old Testament, go into the law, and there's 2 different words for stranger. Well, there's multiple words for stranger, but there's a distinction dealing with the Passover. Okay, let's go to these 2 strangers dealing with the Passover, right? You got Gar and you got Nakar, right? Nakar usually means an actual straight up heathen, and Gar usually means an Israelite, right? Or can mean an Israelite, rather. Depends on the context, of course, but usually that's what it is. This is Exodus 12 and 43, and this is what vocab mentioned, which he doesn't understand, which we've done lessons on this. This is Exodus 12 and 43. It says, "And Yahweh said unto Moses and Aaron, This is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof." Right? Let's go to the word stranger. The word is Nakar. Nakar, like I told you, Nakar usually means what? An actual heathen. "No stranger, no heathen shall eat thereof." Right? "But every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof." Right? "And in one house shall it be eaten." Matter of fact, I'll jump down to 48, okay? It says, "And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee," right? Shall meaning what? Future tense, right? Because Israelites would be coming from other lands, right? Growing up in other lands and coming back to the land of Israel, right? And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee and will keep the Passover to Yahweh. Oh, I thought strangers couldn't keep the Passover. Well, this is a different kind of stranger. Let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. So this is a different kind of stranger, because it just said strangers cannot keep. But that was a stranger of an actual heathen blood, right? A son of a heathen. This is a son of an Israelite, but grew up in another land, right? It says stranger. The word is what? Gar. Okay, so that's something totally different. So those Samaritans, those were Israelites, and that's the one Samaritan they were calling a stranger was an Israelite, right? That's why YAHAWASHI had the parable of the Samaritan, that the good Samaritan that helped the man and made sure that he was good and whatever the case may be, while the other ones that might have grew up in the land and kept the custom, so to speak, they left that man for dead, right? So really, that Samaritan fulfilled the law more than those guys, when you really look at it. So that's what it means. So there was a lesson in that, teaching you the importance of character more than where you grew up, But anyways, the point is that that there's two different kinds of strangers. All right. So let's go to Romans, the first chapter. No, not even Romans, the first chapter. Let's go to Romans, the first chapter. We'll do Romans, the first chapter. Romans, the first chapter, and I'll start at verse 18. It says, "For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them, for the Most High has shewed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish hearts were darkened." Right? They weren't thankful. Okay? It says neither were they thankful. Okay? But they became vain. Okay? So thankfulness is wicked. Unthankfulness is wickedness. Okay? That's why it said the hope of the unthankful shall melt away, man. It says the same about the wicked. So that's wickedness. Okay? You can't be unthankful. You have to think upon what the Lord has done for you, right? Job said that the Lord will give good. There's a balance, there's a balance. And the evil is really to make you better as an individual. It's really to help you, This is Job. No, Jeremiah. Oh, it's Jeremiah. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let me do this. Let me go to. Let's go here. Okay. Type it in. This is Job 2:10. Okay. And it reads, as a matter of fact, I didn't even finish. Actually, I did. I did finish Luke. I did. It says Job 2:10. It says, but he said unto her, well, let's go to what his so-called wife said. This is Job 2 and verse 8. It says, and he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil? Right? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. Right? So you're going to receive good and you're going to receive evil. So it's not just evil. You got to look upon the good as well. And you got to be thankful for the good. Right? Thankful, being grateful. Matter of fact, that's one of the things I looked up was the word thankful, grateful. Let's look that up real quick. Okay. Grateful is feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness or thankful. You see? Received or experienced with gratitude, welcome, right? Thankful, filled with gratitude, appreciative, indebted, right? You feel indebted, right? And that's why we serve. That's why we're supposed to serve YAHAWASHI. Obliged, obligated, you know, right? Because you get something from YAHAWASHI, and eventually what happens is it becomes old to you, you know, and then you don't have the same appreciation for it. You don't have the same care for it. Matter of fact, let's look up the word appreciation. Or appreciative. It says feeling or showing gratitude or pleasure. Grateful for, obliged, beholden, right? Encouraging. Oh, let's go appreciate. Let's type the word appreciate. All right? Because you have it for a period of time and it becomes old and then you don't care about it. There we go. Appreciate, recognize the full worth of. You got to recognize the full worth of what was given to you, man. You know? Because like I said, people, you know, hey, man, people get put in major situations that they can't get out of because YAHAWASHI is not with them. You know, it says appreciate, recognize the full worth of, value, respect. Yeah, you get certain things from the Lord. It might have been a car. You praying for something to get from A to B. You know, got it, but you don't cherish it. You know, you're a crib. You got it. You know, you're hoping for a better living space, whatever. You got it, and you don't cherish it, man. You know, how you keep it, how you take care of it shows how much you cherish it. You know. You see. It says value, respect, prize, cherish, treasure, admire, you know, acknowledge, recognize, realize. Yeah, you got to recognize and acknowledge YAHAWASHI. It did this for you, you know, and you have to hold it in some, you got to hold it in some esteem, man, you know, or else why would he want to do it for you? If you do something for somebody and they don't show appreciation, you say, F you, man. Right? F that guy, man. I'm not helping this clown, this nigga no more. Right? Because he didn't show appreciation. He didn't show the correct gratitude, man. You see? So how much more YAHAWASHI? How much more? We got to appreciate the things which he has done for us, man. Let's go to Colossians. All right? Because that's part of being a new man is to have appreciation too. Let's go to Colossians real quick. Colossians 3 and verse 10. And it reads, and have put, matter of fact, it says, and have put, let's go up to verse 8. It says, but now ye also put off all these, anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not, one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, right? So we got to become a new creature, a new man, right? Which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. Where there is neither Greek nor Jew, meaning Israelite following another other customs, heathen customs, and Israelites that were born into circumcision, circumcision nor uncircumcision, barbarian, Scythian, bond nor free, but Hamashiach is all and in all. Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, right? So we're supposed to act as the elect. We're supposed to do the things that the elect would do. Bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Charity means love, right? Which is the keeping of the commandments. Agape, right? It says, and let the peace of the Most High rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body. And be ye thankful. And be ye thankful. We got to be thankful, man. We must be thankful, man. You see? Let's look up this word thankful here. It says eucharistos. Right? It says eucharistos, which says what? Which says mindful of favors. Be mindful of the favors that YAHAWASHI has done for you. Grateful, thankful, pleasing, agreeable, acceptable to others, winning, liberal, beneficent. Right? Because when somebody does something for you, which I know if someone does something for me, I have a feeling if I have to pay them back. And I be hoping to get a particular bless so I could really pay them back. But then, you know, that should be your mindset towards YAHAWASHI. How much more has he done for you, right? You know, because in even those favors that those individuals did for you, YAHAWASHI was in that. You see. Let's go to 2 Timothy 3 and verse 2. Because the people in the wilderness, they were not grateful. You got to think about what they were doing. They were professional murmurers, man. They were professional murmurers. Okay, this is 2 Timothy 3 and 1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. And that's dangerous, to be a lover of pleasures more than a lover of the Most High. Don't get too caught up in the desires of the flesh. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. And if you do, you gotta be in your mind. You gotta have the intent of getting out of that. You know, praying for that strength to get out of that, and so on and so forth, man. You know, utilizing the brotherhood to sharpen one another. All these different things, man. These different tools that were given unto us. But you see here, one of these wicked things that will pop up in these times is what? Unthankfulness. Being unthankful. And like I said, those people in the wilderness were unthankful. Very, very unthankful. This is Numbers 14 and 1. It says, and all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, would the Most High that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would the Most High we had died in the wilderness? And wherefore hath Yahweh brought us unto this land, to fall by the sword? So they're accusing the Lord. They're accusing the Lord. This is wicked. They're speaking wickedly. You know, that our wives and our children should be a prey. were it not better for us to return into Egypt? And they said, oh, it's better for us to return it. That's a disrespect. That's disrespectful. And they said one to another, let us make a captain and let us return into Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell to their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. So they constantly were murmuring. Let's look up this word murmur. Right? And there's a particular instance in Numbers where they murmured and the Lord started to destroy them. Start to hit them from the chariots, man. From the chariot, right? It says let's go to oh boy. Let's go to Deuteronomy 1:27 real quick. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 1:27. This is Deuteronomy 1:27, and it reads, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 26. It says, notwithstanding, ye would not go up, but rebelled against the commandment of Yahweh your power. And ye murmured in your tents, and said, because Yahweh hated us, he hath brought us forth out of the land of Egypt to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us. And they're saying that while the Lord delivered them, he brought all those miracles, he fed them, with manna from heaven, he fed them with quail after they complained about the manna from heaven, which was angels' food and was perfect for everyone's taste. So see, then they weren't appreciative of anything that the Lord did. Okay, they might have been happy at that particular moment, but then after a while, they just, man, I'm tired of eating this crap, and it was perfect for everyone's taste. You can do whatever you wanted to do with that. You see, and they were in the wilderness getting that, while their enemies were being oppressed and starving. Right, their rivers were turned to blood. All these different things was happening to them, but they weren't thinking about that. They were thinking about what they wanted and being spoiled brats. You see, we can't be in that spoiled brat spirit. Okay? Talking about he came to, why would he deliver you to destroy you? Does that make sense? A bunch of idiots, man. All right? The word is ragan, right? For murmur here. It says ragan. And it said murmured, whisper, backbiter, right? Talking shit, okay? To grumble, to rebel, yeah, with their words, right? That's what they were doing, man. You see? Really, inciting sedition. Really speaking sedition, slandering, man. Right? So we can't be like that. We can't have this, the Lord ain't going to help me. The Lord just going to give me hell and this and that. Just hell. It's all about hell, catching hell. Hell. Well, what about the good stuff the Lord did for us, man? Did we think about that? And maybe we're not appreciative enough of that. You see? Maybe we're not appreciative enough of what YAHAWASHI has done for us, man. Okay? Like the elder from one of the elders from Dallas, I forgot his name, man. But it's the Lions of Rome. Something Rome is in there. Something Rome is in his name. I can't remember. You can put it in the comment board if brothers know. But he did an excellent lesson about you're living in an answered prayer now, right? Which is absolutely excellent. Right? Because there's things that we've asked of YAHAWASHI that we're living in right now. Absolutely. Of course, it didn't come in our time. It came in his time, but we got it. Right? And not everything you ask for is needful for you. Right? YAHAWASHI knows that as well. So, hey, this is a point of wisdom to understand, to be thankful, man. To be thankful. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. And I'll give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Shalom.